Hello, my friends. So, if today's date, June the 9th, is your birth date, this is a reading for you for this year. This is a three-card pull, a general energy card for the year, a challenge you might face this year, and an action you can take to keep in balance. So, what is your general energy card for the year? Well, it's the Poet. So, this is a card of feeling deeply and honoring that place of deep emotions that teaches you the truth. And the poet is one that needs to speak the truth. They're the truth teller. They're the ones that share the deepest healing of the old wounds. They're the ones that gets us out of our heads and back into our hearts for balance. They're the ones that give us the timeless words that the wind will carry and the universe will approve for centuries. The poets have been looked back upon as the harbingers of truth, as the movers of civilization, as the underpinnings of civilization, because we can't all just be in our heads and not be in our hearts. The poet teaches us how to be in our hearts. They feel deeply. They create their art around that feeling of deepness. They create their lives around that feeling of sharing truth. They create their power that may be misunderstood by many who can't quite see and feel in the depth of ways that the poet can. So this is a year of finding your poetry, of finding your voice, of recognizing that you have something important to share to the world, and that you have to say it, and you have to open yourself up and give it out to the winds, and you have to let the winds carry them regardless of what other people may say or do with those words. That if it is your truth, if it is your soul truth, if it is your deep down undisputed truth, that you have to share it in some way through your art, through your poetry, through your movement on this earth, through your service to others, through your depth of connection to being in whatever pursuit that you have. So, what is your challenge this year? Well, it's the Two of Discs. And the Two of Discs is normally one who is able to balance a lot of physical things and do a lot of physical things at the same time and be able to give them the right amount of focus in order for many things to thrive. Maybe this is a job and a home. Maybe this is two jobs. Maybe this is the caretaking of yourself and the caretaking of another person. Maybe you're watching over your ailing mother or father or child. So this is about finding balance to be able to do multiple things on the physical level. So this is your challenge this year, is to do multiple things on a physical level and feel like you can give them each the needed response that you need to give them. And so you might feel like you're not juggling well, that you're not able to take care of some things as much as you want. Maybe you feel like you can't take care of anything as much as you want. So what do you have to do in that case? Your action to take is to be the dog. You are a loyal person. You are a committed person. You're in relationships that you feel are necessary and vital and that call you to something bigger than yourself. And you're loyal to them and you're loyal to that sense of yourself as loyal to somebody and something else in a higher realm. So if your challenge is not feeling like you're able to do these things, your task is to just keep committing to them, honoring yourself, but finding the poetry that sits in the middle of it. Finding the poetry that talks about your pain, talks about your challenge, talks about your quest to find balance, and allowing that uh, talking, that deep looking, that deep reflection within yourself to call forth the truth of the matter so that you may share them on deeper levels. Somebody might not be able to understand them, as poets are not always understood, but You have a poetic edge, you have a heartfelt edge, you have a knowledge and a wisdom and a touch to the universal as well as to the individual. You can go from the personal to the magnanimous to the universal, and you can bridge those gaps. You're a bridger. So, how can you bridge what is happening right now? How can you learn to take care of yourself while you're taking care of others and other things and other events? If you don't remember to be loyal to yourself, uh, then you have lost something inside of yourself. At the same time, you can be loyal to others and the work that is needed. So, if your challenge is that commitment and that depth and being able to feel like you can physically keep up with it, take some time, take a break, go off into a little mystical retreat, go off and do some poetry, go write a love song to a tree, go write a love song to a bird, go write a deep understanding of yourself as reflected against nature, as reflected against the mechanisms of society right now, the cold and impersonal and the judgmental and the harsh and the feelings of victimization. Write that, talk that, poetize that, bring it to the heart level. Connect it from the lowest points to the highest points. See the biggest picture and offer that bigger picture. And that way you can be loyal to yourself and loyal to the causes that you feel are calling you to be loyal to them. And that you don't have to feel like you don't have the power, you don't have the energy, and you don't have the understanding to move forward. You do. You do. Relax, stay calm, learn to juggle one ball at a time, and then you'll get all your balls in the air again. And if you can sing those balls and give them a rhythm and give them, a communion that connects them, you're going to be in such a powerful place for the next part of your life that's coming down the road. So blessed be.